it's a quick turnaround for us, you know, from a Saturday to a Tuesday
That's right,
game.
it was a Tuesday game. Yeah.
So with that being said, you know, it was a big game for our ball club, and we wanted to hopefully come out and respond in a positive way.
Yeah, Tigers went from a Saturday night road game home briefly, then traveling Monday for a Tuesday road game. So not the easiest schedule, but Coach Anderson's team seemed to handle it just fine. Let's look at this game, and we'll say all's well that ends well for the Tigers in this one, because this was a battle, Mike, up at Hilton Coliseum in Ames, and you know, JT Tiller just doing his thing defensively.
Well, I thought our defense triggered it, and there's Zaire giving it off to his partner in crime and JT Tiller. Our defense has been really, really good. It wasn't good that particular play, but again, Garrett is a very good basketball player, and there's JT Tiller. The defense sunk in, so he just knocked the shot down.
Tigers up 3 early, and Miguel Paul, we've mentioned him often this season, is giving you valuable minutes, hasn't he?
Well, he is. He comes off and knocks down a shot on a steal by JT Tiller, and there's Marcus Denman with the little baseline pull up. Again, it was a nice flow to the game for our basketball team. Here's one of those turnovers we talk about that leads to an easy opportunity for Iowa State.
Yeah, LaRon Dendy, who missed that first game, played for Iowa State, their big guy off the bench, and the Cyclones get a jumper to go from Craig Bracken's 2-point ball game here.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you what, there was a nice backdoor play by Mike Dixon. He took the back door and went on to the other side. That's good basketball. There's a screen by Keith Ramsey. He sealed the guy off. Nice short corner shot. Michael
really had some nice plays in this game, it seemed. I mean, you've played him all season, but he had some key plays, I thought.
Oh, I thought he was really instrumental. His quickness, it was so effective in that game. Marcus Gilstrap, very good player. There's a nice screen from Mike for Marcus Denman, and Denman knocks back-to-back threes, which are huge at this particular time. We hadn't been making many threes, but he knocked 2 big ones. And there's the Christopherson kid. Yeah, knocks down the 3. Again, it's a game going back and forth. JT Tiller getting to the basket.
52-50 Mizzou, and then you'll see the Tigers knock down another shot. Lawrence Bowers can hit those shots, and you're up 4, and then the defense. Keith Ramsey, what a sequence this is.
How about that big play? I mean, just knocked it. And not only that, he gets the steal, but he's on the other end tipping it in. I mean, that's called coast to coast there.
That's what he does, coast to coast for a big fella.
Big fella. Marcus Denman, big shot there. Within that minute frame, a nice curl, soft shot. And it falls. Marcus had 8 rebounds in this game. He played outstanding.
16 points, 8 rebounds. Tigers down 2, 18 seconds to go. Mr. Big Shot, Zaire Taylor, his first basket of the game to tie the ball game.
Well, it was about time. I mean, I've been getting on him the whole game. Hey, you need to wake up and play. And how about that? The New York Flash.
Yep.
He puts it out there and brings it back against 2 of their great shot blockers in Brackens and Gilstrap.
Yeah, 2 bigger defenders. He gets it up, over, and most importantly, in. And Iowa State with a chance here at the end of the regulation. Boy, your defense was really good.
I tell you, we really kind of got down in the defensive stands and stopped it. JT tips it, and Lawrence Bowers comes up with it. Iowa State comes out, and boy, I tell you what, Gilstrap, Garrett makes a great move there. I thought this was one of the bigger plays in the game. A 3-point shot. We're down 4. Marcus Denman gets an offensive rebound and puts it back in.
One of those 8 rebounds.
And he blocks the shot on that play, and the hustle play by Keith. And there's the quick speedster and Mike Dixon getting up the floor.
Tied at 65 as you look at this again from one end to the other.
Well, I tell you what, that's attack basketball at its best.
So here we go again, Coach. You're down 2. This looks familiar. Time winding down in overtime, and Mr. Big Shot Taylor strikes again.
The floor's open, and the guy makes a play. You put it in his hand. He's done it before, and he steps up to the plate.
End of overtime now. Tied at 67. Here you go with the ball. Final seconds.
Well, I tell you what, we wanted to get the ball in Zaire's hand and let him make the play, flatten it out. And I tell you what, he made a tremendous shot over the shot blockers as well. Again, that's something you can see him just on the floor looking back in. That's New York all the way.
Yeah, it sure is. And we never doubted your coaching ability, and we especially approve of your decision to get the ball in Zaire's hand at the end. And even if the defenders know it, as you mentioned, 2 big guys, Zaire still found a way.
Well, he did. He found a way. He had guys, shooters out on the wings, and he just made a play, and that's what good players do.
69-67, the Tigers prevail, thanks in large part at the end of the game, certainly to Zaire Taylor. He now has game-winning shots over Iowa State and Kansas State this season, Kansas and Texas last season. This week's Player of the Week is the young man, the senior from Staten Island, New York himself, Zaire Taylor. He made 3 buckets in the win over the Cyclones, 1 to tie the game at the end of regulation, 1 to tie the game late in overtime, and the game winner as time expired in overtime to win it for the Tigers. MEM, the state's #1 provider of workers' compensation insurance.